Waverider, Fatima and Faith with a few words of wisdom.
Take a moment to remember the last time you worked hard to do something.
When you work hard at something and see your results, all the hard work seems worth it.
You feel good about yourself. You feel successful. Think back to our STAR testing scores last year. We all worked hard, and that's why we're number 1.
During STAR testing this year, work a little harder and try your best.
Keep your head in the game and work for success. With something to think about, this is Fatima and Faith. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Bye!
If I would be famous for anything, I would be famous for a dentist.
If I would be famous for anything, I would be famous for singing.
If I would be famous for anything, I would be famous for an artist.
If I was famous for anything, I would be famous for acting.
If I would be famous for anything, I'd be famous for basketball. If I could be famous for something, it would be being a comedian.
If I could be famous for anything, it would be a soccer player.
If I was a famous person, I would want to be a famous dancer.
I would like to be famous for inventing the flying car.
If I wanted to be a famous person, I would be a famous soccer player. If I was famous, I'd be famous for football. If I was famous, I would be a famous tennis player.
If I could be famous for anything, I would be famous for eating.
I want to be famous for being a billionaire. If I were to be famous for something, it would be a famous soccer player.
If I could be famous for anything, I would want to be famous for either singing or dancing.
If I would be famous, I would be a famous swimmer. If I could be famous for anything, I would be famous for being a basketball player. If I could be famous for anything, I would be famous for being a great author.
If I could be famous for anything, I'd be famous for surfing.
If I could be famous for anything, I'd be famous for playing soccer.
If I could be famous for anything, I'd be famous for being the President of the United States.
Do we have Pacific Rim in the house out here? Yes.